didn't see you there. I was too busy reading. My name is Audrey, and I'm a future speech-language pathologist. Today, we're going to talk about literacy. What is literacy, you might ask? Literacy is the ability to read and write. The literacy skills that your child obtains are necessary for social and academic success in the future. Literacy development is a complex process consisting of phases between the ages of 5 and 8. Today, this video is going to be an informative piece of information for parents like you to learn some things about literacy. This video will address how spoken language and written language are connected, the speech-language pathologist's role in literacy, who might be more at risk for literacy problems, the warning signs to look for in your child that indicate that they might have a literacy problem, and how to be a general advocate for your child. So sit back, relax, heck, grab a book, and let our friendly and knowledgeable team of future speech-language pathologists teach you about literacy.
As many as half of all poor readers have an early history of spoken language disorders. Katz et al. In a study in 1999 reported that 73% of second-grade poor readers had either phonemic awareness, spoken language problems, or both in kindergarten. So if 50% of poor readers have had an early history of spoken language disorders, there is no doubt that speech-language pathologists need to get involved with literacy prevention and identification.
There are many factors that may place a child at risk for the acquisition of literacy skills. As mentioned, speech and language disorders commonly lead to difficulty with reading and writing. There are other risk factors, including physical or medical conditions like chronic ear infections, fetal alcohol syndrome, and cerebral palsy. Children with developmental disorders may also be at risk for the acquisition of literacy skills. Poverty, family history of language or literacy disabilities, and the home literacy environment may also factor into a child's risk for literacy disorders. If parents or caregivers are not facilitating literacy in the home, the child will have a harder time acquiring literacy skills.
Many people are not aware of the important role speech-language pathologists play when it comes to literacy and language issues. SLPs have specialized knowledge and experience necessary for providing help children need to build critical language and literacy skills. In fact, the American Speech, Language, and Hearing Association states that SLPs are often the first professionals to identify the root cause of reading and writing problems through identifying a child's difficulty with language. SLPs help children build the skills needed to succeed in school and in life.
So, what are a few specific examples of what an SLP does? Well, children develop reading skills long before being introduced to written language. Therefore, SLPs provide early intervention services working alongside parents like you to build and reinforce relationships between early spoken language and early pre-literacy skills by modeling reading techniques. SLPs address difficulties with phonological awareness, or the ability to recognize that words are made of a variety of sound units. The SLP teaches children and educates parents and teachers on using tactile kinesthetic cues in reading and writing. For example, the SLP may do activities in which the child forms letters out of string or traces words in sand. The SLP focuses on helping your child succeed in the classroom by analyzing and incorporating the curriculum and building literacy skills. The SLP helps build a child's written language, including spelling, and often incorporates spelling words into therapy activities.
Your child's literacy is not just the responsibility of his or her teacher or speech-language pathologist. It is you who are the best advocate for your child because you spend the most time with them and know them the best. You have the privilege as their parent of advocating for the best services for your child. If you think your child needs additional services, you should find the best specialists who will test them and treat them and serve them just in general. Your child's literacy doesn't end at school though. You can make their everyday life literacy enhanced. Read with your child before bed. Read billboards that you drive past together. Read menus when they're trying to decide what to order at a restaurant. Read food labels at the grocery store. Read everything.
One of the SLP's roles includes addressing difficulties with phonological awareness. What is this? Phonological awareness is the ability to recognize that words are made up of a variety of sound units.
What are some things you can read with your child? You can read menus, you can read billboards, you can read books before bed. Anything. Read anything.
What are some early warning signs for literacy disorders? Consistently speaks in baby talk, if your child is disinterested in nursery rhymes, or if your child is disinterested in shared book reading.
True or false? A large portion of children with a history of spoken language disorders have no problems with later reading and writing skills. False!